Most YouTubers get really annoyed with a car coming by, but I get annoyed when the alarm goes off. Hey friends, it's Akidearest. I'm testing out different camera angles of my room, so hi. So I just saw The Office anime, Agretzko Season 3. Hands down, best season for this anime ever. Dude, this goes down a route I don't think any of us were prepared for. Very often you forget that Sanrio was the one that made something like this. The same company who made this, and a theme park that looks like this. You come into Agretzko, something that only looks cute on the surface, but then the more you watch it, there's more to be revealed, and very quickly does your spirit animal become a red panda. If you guys have seen season 3 and you know all the spoilers and you know that Dumbledore dies, I would suggest that you would actually go to this part of the video. Luckily, YouTube has a tool where I can finally tag things in this video. Agretzko is going to go over a lot of dark stuff, more darker than we've had in season 1 and 2. She's going to take up another job after getting into kind of a car accident with this guy, and to pay for the damages, she takes on another job as an idol. I just gotta also tell you guys, the idol group that Agretzko joins, OTM Girls, has a Spotify account. I thought that was just such a nice little touch, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna throw a little nugget since we're talking about Netflix shows. There is a documentary called Tokyo Idol. I have showed this in the past. I've seen this like 6 times because I have way too much time to watch disturbing shit. If you like disturbing shit, go watch this disturbing shit.
Okay, it's not that disturbing, but you should watch it anyway.
So when you watch season 3, you can finally be tall enough to go on this ride, which is the spoiler section, so that I can tell you that Agretzko dies. What? No, she doesn't die. But damn it, she gets goddamn close to, and I thought she died. I'm getting a little bit of ahead of myself, so I'm just gonna go start from scratch here. Spoilers! So one of the first things I'm gonna touch is that the fact that Retsuko still has near to no backbone. She has no balls to stick up for herself, and she's very easily manipulated by those around her. She bumps into this guy and has to pay for the damages, and she becomes the assistant manager that has to handle also all the finances of OTM Girls, which is this idol group. Now I want to talk about this group. One of the characters, this little purple bunny chick, she advertises herself as the innocent and prude idol that everyone wants her to be, but behind closed doors, she is an absolute bitch. She just says, Retsuko, rice ball from the kombini. I don't care. You're my manager. You should be doing everything that I tell you to do. As the season progresses, the manager figures out Retsuko's secret, that she is like this hidden death metal artist, and makes her the spotlight of OTM Girls, which brings the band's brand up into society. You know, she just looked like that she wasn't truly happy with the way that things were going, but she accepted it. And it seems like maybe she just did an adult decision, which is just, you know, I may not like that I'm not in the spotlight, but I'm gonna take it because we're all getting money and we're getting famous. So if it's at the cost of her being in the spotlight and I can't do it, then so be it. So it just seems like that maybe this bunny just wanted success, whatever it meant for her.
Hey, Microphone Aki coming in here because I forgot to talk about 2 characters that were really important in the story, and that was Haida and Inui, because I know that everybody in the entire world that watched this wanted these 2 to be together once she came on, because she's like that one Animal Crossing character that you'll go to the island 1,000 times for until she comes to your neighborhood. Don't worry, I was feeling the same way. I thought she was down to earth. Also, the girl likes new wave music. I mean, this is a bitch after my own heart, and I mean bitch because she's a female dog, YouTube. I would have been fine if these 2 would have gotten together and Haida would have moved on from Retsuko, because if Retsuko hasn't taken any clues yet, she probably never will, and she wasn't really showing any signs of any interest in Haida. So you could see that these 2 were getting together really well, but if there's anything that the past seasons of Agretzko have shown us, is that the writers really like to dick slap us in the face by just setting us up for 2 characters to be together and then just severing all ties and ruining our dreams for that. And honestly, I only have that much more respect for this show because it's only that much more real. See, the thing is that these people are adults. It doesn't matter how well you get along with someone. If you don't want to date them at the end of the day, then that's their fucking choice, regardless of what we, the audience, want. So I feel like the writer was just like, I'm not going to be doing this smut shipping shit anymore. I'm going to set them up for disaster, and I love it. But honestly, okay, let's give the scenario that these 2 get together, right? At the end of the day, Inui is going to be second rate to Retsuko in Haida's mind, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to be dating someone who's thinking about someone else more than me at the end of the day, and it's just not fair to me, and it's also not going to be happy for that other person, so why even bother? Just be friends, which, I mean, okay, taken from here, it doesn't look like they're going to be friends, but hey, man, this is the anime that is the epitome of it be like that sometimes. Also, now let's go to the scene where they're also hanging out Haida's place. I get that she wants to save herself from heartbreak, but first off, I think she pieced it really fast with that he was in love with Retsuko or with at least another girl just by looking at 2 glasses in the sink and a handkerchief in the bathroom. I would not even have thought twice by looking at that stuff. I would have just thought, oh, look, this guy is really thirsty today. He forgot to do the dishes. But no, she just pieced it together that he likes someone. And so what if he did? It's not like anything was official anyway. And because of all of that, she just decided to get up and leave without saying anything. She was already putting her shoes on. And if it wasn't for Haida overhearing her putting her shoes on, she honestly would have just left without saying a word. And honestly, I know that this is just a show, but in real life, I think that's kind of a dick move. I mean, he already set up food as well, and he didn't really do anything to her. He was just a little confused, and she didn't really know where they were at. And I don't know, I've seen worse. So I just don't think that this was really that bad of a situation. If it were me, I would have eaten that curry. And then if I really didn't want to be there, I would have probably just been like, hey, dude, look at the time. I got to be home because I'm kind of worried that Donald Trump has COVID. And you know how it is. And Haida would have been fine with it. But no.
Of course, I have to kind of skip forward to a particular scene that got us all on the edge of our seats and was like, what the fuck is going on? This muzzled donkey, Justin Bieber haircut fringe looking motherfucker. He was deranged as shit. He is the most disturbing character that literally brought this series in a direction that no one was expecting. I thought that they were about to kill Retsuko. So he was stalking Retsuko, and it was revealed that he was one of the oldest and one of the first fans of OTM girls before Retsuko came into the picture. And it's obvious he hates that she is the main chick. So that means that he wants to take things into his own hands and stab her to death. And I was like, holy f. It's like when you saw the blood, I just thought, Sanrio, chill. Oh man, and also props to Haida, dude. He is such a bro. The moment that Haida saved Retsuko's life, I just put my hands up and I was like, holy shit. Just marry him. Retsuko, he just saved your life. If you do not say yes to this guy, I swear to God. Also, oh my God, when he bought the 300 tickets just to roast her in her face, like, how would you even deal with that? I probably would have just signaled, like, the manager being like, dude, this is too much. If he's just gonna say shit to my face, there's gotta be something we could do. Even though he bought the tickets, it's like, can we please just tell him to go away? Because he's kind of ruining the mood here. So that entire scenario is not only picking at idol culture, but also just the stigma of people who idolize other people too much. And this can be said with even just other celebrities. I think we've all seen on Twitter some of those people who are overly protective of a certain anime character where they treat them like a real person. We've all already accepted that liking violent video games doesn't make you a violent person, right? So why does me not liking this certain anime character mean I don't like this certain type of human being? I know what you're all thinking. When we saw Tadano in Hokkaido when he met up with Haida, I was like, oh, my boy is back. Dude, I know that Retsuko didn't want it to work out because their goals were just not meeting in the middle, but you really missed out with one. He was a genuinely nice guy who only wanted the best for Retsuko, but you know, he just didn't want to get married, and that's just how it is. Some people are like that, I guess. I'll take Tadano. But yeah, so you see Tadano, and also, I don't know if anyone put it together, but the reason that he's in Hokkaido was because in season 2, if you guys remember, he took her on a date to Hokkaido and specifically said that he only likes eating ramen in Hokkaido. And then we finally wrap it up at the end with Haida finally confessing to Retsuko, and it was just so satisfying to see that when she rejected him at first, he grabbed her hand and was like, I'm gonna fight society with you because I love you and we're gonna do it together. And I was like, and then the entire series ends with them starting off as friends. And that's fair. You know what? I think everyone just really wanted all of this to wrap up with just them being together. I don't know if there's going to be a season 4. Hopefully. There's a lot of things that are hinting towards that. I mean, now they have time to grow, so it only makes sense for them to come back. Also, the virtual boyfriend, I have a feeling that he's going to make a reappearance because so much work went into his design and also everyone being obsessed over him to just not be used again. Like, is he just a recycled product for Retsuko? I think not. I think in season 4 he'll be referenced again, and if I'm wrong, well, then that was wasted potential in my opinion. We barely got to see Feneko this whole season, so that was kind of sad, but other than that, I just think that this was honestly the best season so far. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel for anime, otaku, and other kinds of content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!